How do we even get out of here? We go this way. We're behind the bar. There's all sorts of howling and whatnot happening. We don't need that. So where did we leave Paolo? There he is. Now, are the Overseers still going to be friends after I've dropped Paolo off? One would hope so. Also, is that a painting of him? We'll have that. Now, Jindosh Lock is over there. Overseer Outpost is over there. Whee! So how does we get from here? Do we have to go back out of this Howler district? And then back in through another entrance? Is that going to work? I feel like that's not going to work. It's going to drop us... There we go. Okay, that did work. Why are they talking about bodies? There's no bodies around. Well. Okay, yeah, it's not back out into neutral territory then, I guess. It's through the Howlers and outside the other side. Although, I mean, there's a Howler right there. He's going to see us probably with Paolo's body. And yeah. He's not best pleased. Hi, friends.
The Howlers are finished.
Scarves up, everyone. It's windy. It's kind of a cool gimmick, this Dust District, making the visibility practically zero. Now, how do we get to Liam's place?
Won't change anything. You stand accused of actions forbidden by the teachings of the Abbey of the Everyman. Given that each crime was witnessed or later verified by sworn and faithful overseers in good standing, no trial is required.
Oh, wait, there's achieve opportunity here, isn't there?
Food for hindering a sworn overseer of the Abbey in... I'll help you.
Dagnabbit. There's achieve for using Domino to kill someone who's about to kill someone else. And I think it'd be fun to get. So let's figure out where we can go next, shall we? Okay, let's see if we can get away with it this time. We're gonna... Oops.
Given that each crime was witnessed or later verified by sworn and faithful overseers.
We're gonna pop up here and we're gonna select Domino.
No trial is required.
Now, you can be connected to you.
A sworn overseer of the Abbey in his duties. Death. Someone's shooting at us.
Lol.
Oh. By the strictures.
That'll teach him.
What's going on here?
Can't go around
One of us is down. Somebody's down.
killing people for just stealing food. Now, hopefully that hasn't broken everything.
I must be ever vigilant against the outsider. Good.
Yes, let's all be vigilant.
Paolo's been brought
That is what
down.
I should have said. Now I feel remorse.
What's up, dog?
It will bother me all the night.
Stream of untruth.
Hi, friends.
Echoes of lies.
Don't mind me, I've got a corpse. I'm here to see Liam.
Outside.
I shall not abide the footfall of a blasphemous one.
Hopefully no one will mind me taking away all those blasphemous runes and bone charms and whatnot on the way out. Here's the Vice Overseer's office.
I didn't see the one coming through the window. She was quick.
What's up, friends?
The end of Paolo.
Paolo. This is.
You wanted Paolo?
Do you have any idea the good you've done?
You've got him.
With Paolo out of the way, I've got big plans for Karnaca.
Big plans, eh?
I've heard about you and your ambitions, Vice Overseer Byrne. But for me, this was a means to an end. Does the Abbey remember its friends?
Yes, we do.
And our enemies. What is it you want?
I want free access to your bone charms,
I
really.
need to get into Aramis Stilton's home.
Now that's a curious thing to want. There's something very wrong with Stilton's house. It's actually a great concern to me.
I need to know what happened there. Help me, and you'll benefit again.
Thanks to the Duke, we've lost our proper place here in Karnaca. And we've been fighting just to hold the streets against the heretic Paolo. But you stopped his black heart for me. And for that, I'll give you what you want.
Better do.
Interrogating one of the Howlers, we learned that some of them knew how to open up the Jindosh lock and enter Aramis Stilton's home. Probably just Paolo and a trusted few. What you're looking for is probably connected to why the Duke had Kieran Jindosh seal up Stilton's home.
All right, then. This might be the most worthwhile visit I've ever paid to the Abbey. I'll remember your help, Vice Overseer Byrne.
So is he just giving us the combination?
Lie, assassin. Take our friend here away. I
Okay.
hope you find what you're looking for.
So we've sided with the Abbey. We've got another chief. We're racking him up. You don't mind me taking the key. And the Howler detainee is downstairs.
Look after yourself.
Now, whereabouts are all your bone charms and whatnot? There's one here.
No good comes from putting aside the strictures.
We're just
Only
taking that,
madness and
my
death.
man. He doesn't seem to mind that we're taking his bone charms away, so that's good. Combustion. Grenades inflict more damage.
Remember that.
Very well. So now we can have a good old
Open this door!
stroll around, I guess. What do you mean, who opened this door? I was allowed to open this door. I'll do what I want. So yeah, this area now appears to be completely neutral territory. That's marvellous. We like that. We've got a room downstairs that we want. Is there any point in going further upstairs? There's no runes up there by the look of it. But there might be a painting or some other form of treasure. Or it might just have been another way of getting into the Abbey. If I do a second playthrough, I'm going to have to side with the Howlers now, of course. Yeah, not a lot going on up here. Are we actually quicker in stealth mode than we are on foot? Maybe. Hopefully no one minds us creeping around. Overseer confiscation room. There's a key we need. Do you have it? No. But I can freely pickpocket people, I think. Contraband. When Overseer Stelos awakens from his rest, have him bring me the key. Well, that's the clue we needed. Can at least take your coins. Now let's find where Stelos might be kipping. One of these lads. Excellent. Anything else of merit in this little room? Don't think so. And that's what we needed to help ourselves to that rune, which should give us more strength. Super strength. Bust down doors. Warning, this is noisy. No shit, Sherlock. I'll take that whalebone as well. I feel like crafting more bone charms is in our future. Especially because I'm pretty sure there's a chief related to that as well. Now, downstairs. Is this where we find Durant. Detainee was a man called Durant. Died before revealing the lock combination. His possessions have been passed on to the Vice Overseer. So is that key that we picked up Durant's key? It's definitely a key. Yeah, it is. Good. We're learning. Now, what else have we got around? We've got Bone Charm, Bone Charm, Bone Charm. 3 Bone Charms, and nothing else from the look of it. So let's go snag those, shall we? Everyone around here is friendly. Even the dogs know that we're a friend of the Abbey. And we've got a target upstairs here. An artist studio. Most of the artists we know are up to no good. Resounding Shriek. Howling bolts are louder and have a greater radius. Amadeo Monte, an artist who draws adverts and portraits for the newspapers. And now he's gone missing. He's been grabbed by the Overseers. So yeah, it's probably not great that we're helping the Overseers, but then is there ever going to be a right answer? We either help the Overseers and they become the fascists that are in charge of this place, or we help the Howlers and they're a criminal gang that run the place, or we help no one and they just keep warring amongst themselves and the ordinary folk get caught in the middle. Feels like there's no real right answers aside from stealing that man's vegetables. No. It's Bone Charm 99 meters away. Is that the one that's in this area? Because there's 2 Bone Charms. So one of them would be in this area, and the other would be back at the crone's hand. Which I realise now is a reference to Granny Rags' hand that was being used by Paolo. So something kicks off
I don't want to die. What's going on here?
when we walked down here before. Is this the mines? It's close to the mines, at least. Is this a black market?
Who keeps you safe? What do you think you're doing?
Just standing about.
Get your ass out of here if you know what's good for you.
Sorry. Howlers. Well, Paolo won't be back next week, I can tell you that much. Potentially there's a way of getting around there and robbing this black market, but... Let's see. Let's bob in and see if you've got any side quests for us.
Some wise ass has been robbing black market shops. Hope we find out who.
Yeah.
What happened here?
I'll help. Now, we've got a couple of upgrades, so... Spring razors and stun mines from the look of it. What gear you got for us, old woman? Nothing thrilling? A map of Aramis Stilton's home.
Scares off buyers. Who's worse? Overseers. He won't regret it.
We may as well buy the map. Why not? What did we just pick up? Was it mine related?
Scaring off customers.
Chain lightning. Enemies near the primary target are also electrified. Why not? I keep forgetting to use stun mines, but why not?
We shouldn't deal with strangers.
Now, I guess if we wanted to rob this place, we'd do it through here. Let's have a look around the back, shall we? There's a tripwire there.
Somebody's not feeling well.
Anything else around that looks obvious?
Are you sure you know what you're doing? I studied field tactics with Brother Cardoza in the peninsula. Pirate crews there resort to these same dirty tricks. Seems like a good way to take a dart to the belly. Well, the Howlers aren't known for their caution. But these aren't too hard to deal with. If you've got a steady hand, and you...
What's
I mean-
the matter? You saw something?
I could just do that for you, guys. Problem solved. Tripwire defeated. No talking required. Now, I feel like I'm moving away from the black
You don't
market.
stand a chance anyway.
Yep. Chillax, friends. I'm worried that he was just going to set that off and accidentally kill himself in the process. Now, what can we see in here? Anything? Anything of merit? There's a bolted door there. Okay, the overseers don't seem to mind if we shoot that open. Is that going to allow us into the black market, perhaps? Where is that door? It's not this one, is it? No, that one needs a combination. Right, so that's the door we've just opened. What's that going to do for us? Aha, we've got a letter. An unsent letter. Running a black market shop is tricky. Let's see. Whenever I feel sad, I look at our wedding silvergraph. What a special day that was. I have an anniversary surprise for you. That'll be over here then, I guess. Wedding silver. The month of rain. A love without refrain. Lovely. Yep, that'll be her. And her bow.
Let's see what you've got.
Now, what are you? You're an unconscious civilian. Okay. Where's that nearby bone charm? It's below us, I guess. So I guess it is in the black market that we're looking to rob. So, is the combination lock something to do with her wedding day? It was in the month of rain. Do we know when the month of rain is? Is it of any use to us knowing that it was the month of rain? Is picking up this lad of any use to us? Is that a calendar? Maybe. Do you even have a bed in this place? There it is. Okay. An attempt was made. Now. Month of rain. 13. So what? 4th month. 13th day. So 134 or 413. Well, bam. 134. Let's rob ourselves a black market, shall we? May as well. Is there anything in here worth grabbing? I mean, there'll be a safe, won't there? There's the bone charm. Exacting aim. Crossbow bolts inflict more damage. Okay. Now, do you have a safe? Is the question. Is that bone charm all that you had? Looks like maybe. I mean, it's a fine reward. Not a lot else going on though. I was expecting a safe with some coin in it. Does it matter if we choke her out? Don't think so, because we're not buying anything else from her, are we? Oh, there we go. Putting the shutters down, sent her running. And that would allow us to rob stuff from the front. Yeah, so that would allow us access to all of her loot. It was money I was more interested in. And now she's just gone into hiding. Okay. At least she knows she's been robbed. That's the main thing. And now we can make our way back to where the other bone charm is.
What's going on here?
So the Howlers came up this way after they left the black market. Oh, people are scuttling and scamping. But we can go back up here. Oh yeah, we left a nest keeper alive in here, didn't we? Hopefully that's not too much of an issue. Oops.
One of us is down.
Yeah, he is.
What happened here?
My bad. Bloody far reach. Accidental far reach is like the main cause of death for a lot of these villains. But here we go. Let's grab that last bone charm and then we can get out of here. It is Deep Grave. Slight chance that gravehounds are destroyed upon spawning. Not useless, but niche. I don't know if I'm going to bother using it. And then here we go. There's the combination code. So yeah. So we could have snuck into the Overseer's place, cleaned it out, grabbed the key, and then snuck in here, cleaned it out, and grabbed the combination. And that would have allowed us to non-lethally clear this area. But we can't do that whilst there's a chief for killing Paolo, can we? And so that's what we did. And now it's time to head back to the lock that we'd already cracked because of other chiefs. Now, how do we get back? The way we came seems like the logical option. And after more faffing about than was strictly necessary, we're ready to go through the door we unlocked. So we managed to kill 5 people. How do we kill 5 people? We were stealthier than usual though. So there is that, at the very least. Found all the runes, all the bone charms, lovely stuff. Not many of the coins. Missed a painting. Missed 2 more blueprints. Bloody hell. We weren't terribly thorough in the Overseer's district, I suppose. And then, yeah, we solved the lot. And then we sided with the Overseer. And we snagged the loot from the black market. Good job all round.